The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. 2016. Such recent history that some of us are still probably putting down 16 when writing the date. No! England voted for a Brexit, and America voted for the Donald.
I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Johnny Depp did a dodgy with his dogs.
You disrespect Australian law, they will tell you firmly.
And we lost Bowie, Carrie, Prince, and countless others. The internet was fantastic at naming ships.
Bodie McVoteface tops the list with more than 10 times as many votes as any other option.
And terrible at running a census.
The website has crashed, essentially, both the census website and the ABS website.
But we didn't care because we were all watching Stranger Things and Deadpool.
Oh, hello.
2016 was also a big year for Hamish and Andy, with a week of shows from a cruise ship, a year-long celebration of Andy's birthday, and an East Coast tour for Cool Boys and the Frontman. So let's look back at their year of fun. This is Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks, 2016. And P.S., that means the boys are back live next week.
We caught up with Justin Timberlake. He's the lead character in Trolls. We've had an interview with The Difference.
Yep.
He's a huge fan of golf.
Yeah, and you've recently become a member, so you know your way around the course.
I like golf as
I
well.
own one of the flat hats, and I've got some long golf socks, which qualifies me as a caddy. So what we thought we'd do is one hole, Andy versus Justin.
Yep.
I will caddy for both and assist both men in a special twist we had on the golf game where in a break from golfing rules, you're allowed to heckle the other player while he's having a swing. So Justin's allowed to yell insults at Andy, and he's allowed to yell insults at Justin during the backswing. But I'll be there to help Justin with some of the insults too.
We're playing at the private club of Bonnie Doon. We met on the 18th hole.
Gorgeous hole.
Gosh, it was beautiful, wasn't it, Ham? It was Justin Timberlake, you as the caddy, and myself, Ham. This is how it went. Justin Timberlake, Andy Lee, nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
This is our caddy.
So weird that we all just ran into each other out here.
Well,
That's so random, right?
We come out to Always Play Every Week Network.
Discuss our favourite films, Trolls being one of them, of course.
You guys look like our core demographic for this film, so
Justin,
and I,
that doesn't surprise me.
We went straight at it.
Yeah.
We bought the wigs. We love Branch. We got all his gear.
Justin, one hole is the game today. It's you versus me.
Okay.
Hamish is going to be our caddy.
Okay.
The only other rule in there is that we get to heckle each other.
Oh, okay.
During the backswing. Now, obviously, it would be fair to say, Justin, that Andy may know more about you than you know about him. That's why I'm here for you, not just as a golf caddy, but as a heckling caddy.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I can advise you, and I've split up my information on Andy into two categories. Yeah. You got golf and personal, so you just let me know which
golf and personal? Oh, we're going straight to personal.
Right, I've got so much more personal. I'm glad you said personal.
Yeah. I don't heckle guys in their golf swing about their golf swing.
No, that's where you get under their skin.
How about this for stakes? If I beat you on this hole, you have to say that you personally endorse and love our band, which is called Cool Boys and the Frontman.
That's fair.
Okay.
And if
you'll have to repeat that name to me.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to say
Don't pretend it's not fun of mine. You're in the music industry.
And if you, in fact, win, we'll go on and say that Trolls is our favourite film of all
Every
time.
time we get asked in the next 2 months,
Why
what's your
wouldn't you
favourite film ever?
Why
We'll say
would-
Trolls. Because at the moment, it's second
That's
favourite
fair.
behind The Departed.
You know what? That's
most people have Trolls in The Departed in their top two.
You're covering the gap. You're running the. You're
That's
covering
a
the
full
whole
spread.
spectrum.
Full spread.
Okay, Ham.
Oh,
I
hang
think
on a
it's
sec.
heckling advice.
You got to heckle Justin. Hang on, we're just going to discuss your heckle, Justin, before you tee off.
All right.
What do you reckon?
I'm thinking, I was just thinking something to do with NSYNC. Like,
You going to start NSYNC?
he wasn't my favourite. You weren't even my favourite player.
Yeah, okay.
Favourite mornings.
Yeah, okay, great. You want to go with that?
Yeah. Well, you got any other advice?
Well, I mean, I've got a fear, but if you want to start...
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna.
All right. Andy's decided on his category he's going to go for.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to know what this is. You're gonna wait until I swing?
I don't know when I'll go.
Oh, okay. You know what? I've heard that about you.
Hey, it's my turn to heckle. Hey, Justin.
He's got it before the heckle. He's got it before the heckle. Can this guy play or what?
and it's down the middle, and he's happy. Yeah, I didn't even get my heckle out.
Well, you got to heckle quicker than that.
Well, I thought he might pause.
The worst heckle ever.
He only got
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin. I'll catch you later.
All right.
All right, Andy.
I was going to go with some NSYNC stuff, so...
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Too late now.
Yeah,
you can't use that heckle anymore. All right, so personal-wise.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got a lot of stuff. He plays trumpet in his brother's band, but he's not even really used in a lot of the songs.
What if I just say... what's the dive bombing birds?
Magpies.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Okay.
Hey, he's not used to.
Maybe we'll start off. Maybe we'll just start off a little easy.
Okay.
I'll just shout out magpie.
Yeah, spook him. Okay. Yeah, good. Classic. Good use of the environment too.
I've decided we're not going to do
Justin's not going to heckle.
Any personal heckling.
No, so don't expect anything. Justin's probably going to stay quiet.
Oh my God, magpie! Where'd that go?
I went out to the right.
Are you in the rough?
I'm in the rough.
Timberlake takes the early lead.
Oh my God, magpie, that was good.
That's how you do it. He really got you there, Andy.
I know. Magpie was a good one.
Doesn't need a caddy. He's got his own heckles. He's good.
That worked out better than I thought it would.
So let's talk trolls on the walk.
Okay. Basically, we're trolling each other.
Yes. As far
I get it. I got it. I know what's happening now. I'm with you. The jet lag just wore off.
That's actually a brilliant integration of what we're doing.
Yeah.
But we hadn't thought of it.
We're going to claim that as our idea.
There you go.
So, did you have a troll?
I didn't.
This is exactly our
It's
era.
right in our
We're all
era.
the same age.
It is our era.
And we've all achieved so much together.
I know. It's hard to be humble, right? I did not have a troll, but I remember all the girls in school had like the pencil toppers.
Yes. I'm just over here. Justin's got me by about, what did we say, 60 yards in your speak?
Hey, did you hear about that new David Jones? The one they're building between your ball and mine?
Got it, Mr. Timberlake!
Okay. Hey, you guys can just calm down. I need the clubs, caddy. And remember, you're on my side. You're on my side. And, don't just have the A-lister come past and suddenly get...
He's just schooling you, and I forgot.
Yeah, so where we leave things there, we are both down the field. I'm just off on the rough, but he is around about 30 metres ahead of me.
He's really cooked you, hasn't he?
I got some work to do.
In golf terms, he'd absolutely pinged you.
No, we don't say that in golf. But anyway.
Don't you?
No.
Some of me and the other guys do.
Outdrove me probably, but anyway.
That's a very old way of saying pinged.
Anyway, the game continues after this with Justin Timberlake.
Who will ping who next?
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
21st of November, 2016. Playing a game of golf with Justin Timberlake where heckling is encouraged.
We are partway through our golf game with Justin Timberlake. Haim, it was myself versus Justin.
Yep.
You were the caddy for both of us and assisting both of us with ideas for heckling.
It's an important part of the golf game that you're actually not allowed to do. You're not allowed to yell out when someone's swinging their club, except the way we play, you are.
You are.
Justin, I think he was enjoying the fact that you could heckle.
He was also far more in the zone than I was, wasn't he? I was getting overawed by the situation.
I mean, your first heckle, you missed it. He just said, hey, Justin, and you forgot to heckle, and he drove. So, I mean, it actually made his shot look wonderful because he said, hey, Justin, everyone watched him, and he just absolutely pinged it.
Anyway, we pick up the action where Justin's about to take his second shot, and I'm primed for the heckle a bit better. All right, I got to really improve my heckling.
You just got to get in there,
I missed one.
Now, Ando.
Yeah. Come on, you gave me a...
Talk about his... He's made that
you miss out on this opportunity to come with some
tequila.
really good stuff.
Tell him you taste it, he's tequila. Tastes more like double distilled, not triple distilled.
Yeah, good.
Because it's triple distilled.
Yeah,
He'll hate it.
When?
Yeah, so Andy and I were just talking about what we're going to drink on the 19th hole.
Yeah.
Had some interesting thoughts.
Okay. What'd you come up with?
I tasted your tequila.
Uh-huh.
Kind of tastes like it's double distilled, not triple distilled.
Ooh!
I'm sorry, was that supposed to hurt my feelings, or...?
Well, not... Pretty good burn, Ando.
Thank you, man.
Pretty good burn. Now, Justin's going to be at the ball thinking about firing someone at his factory.
I'm actually thinking about your haircut.
Honestly, all I can think about right now is that extra distillation we missed out on.
Damn it.
Oh, it's good.
Hasn't rattled him at all. God, that might be on the green.
Sit down.
Sorry, everyone, a dog just ran on the course.
Yeah.
Did I get up there?
Yeah, I think he's on.
Hey, Justin, quick question. The AMAs are on today. Who's your best friend at the AMAs right now? Like, do you know if they've won anything or...
I don't watch that crap.
Are you following it? I'm in movies now.
I got a 19-month-old, man. I don't have time to watch that stuff.
I mean, are you
changing diapers? Oh, my God, look at that shot.
He's on.
Look at that shot.
Away from the...
These clubs are going home with me, man.
Andy, we're not going to get him saying our band's the best band at all.
Branch is your character in the film. Kind of a grumpy troll, which suits you because obviously you're a grumpy guy.
Yeah. Well, I like to there's two ways to describe Branch.
Yeah.
It's me before my breakfast and coffee in the morning, and then I was like, I actually had a moment where I was like, is this character like too vitriolic? Because like I don't want kids to be like,
that's the way to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
really
like
grumpy bastard.
Well, yeah,
or cautious, or
well, they do have to watch it to the end. That's
and
very important.
they were like, listen, because you record alone, you don't. You know,
I wonder that. Do you meet any of the other actors?
Well, they tried to have. Well, I worked on the music, so I worked with all the actors on recording their vocals, and that was actually a lot of fun.
Is that would that be daunting for them? I mean, it's hard for you to tell, but
they said that they were nervous, but I was like, I don't. They're all great singers. I don't know
why you're being
nervous. But I kind of like that. Like, I used a little bit. Like that was good. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
If you really want to impress me.
Better. No, but back to the story. I was nervous that my character was going to be too mean, and they said trust us, and then the director said the best line ever. He was like, all you need to know is to play your character, you're every dad that has to be dragged to this movie. And I was like, I got it. I got it.
All right, I'm over here somewhere, and I need to pull out something miraculous home.
I don't even know if we need any heckling anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like you should be yelling compliments at Andy to try and get him up there.
I feel like I need to
give him a hug.
Oh, you know what?
Here I am.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in the bunker.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Come on. You know what? I feel like you need a bit of confidence.
Let's go, Andy. You got this, champ. That's not bad.
Get up there.
Nah.
That's not good either. I think we're looking at an almost certain Timberlake win.
All right.
Bad situation, Ham.
I mean,
it's
Andy,
looking like a JT win, but anything can happen on a green.
You need something magical here.
Stick around. We'll complete the game after this.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
21st of November, 2016.
We're talking about Trolls, everybody. The new animated film starring Justin Timberlake. We went and played golf with Justin Timberlake today. It was one hole. The twist was usual etiquette, except you could heckle the other person in their backswing.
Now, that created a lot of fun for both you heckling Justin. I thought you got some good ones away, and him heckling you. I thought he did a wonderful job not knowing too much of the backstory and the personal stuff he wanted to hit you with. But the game's in the balance here. Andy, you need to win the hole for Justin Timberlake to say that our band is his favourite band.
I know, but it didn't look likely at all because...
He was pretty good.
He was pretty good.
This is the end.
The song... Can't Stop the Feeling. Obviously, amazing song.
Thanks, man.
Terrific.
Thank you.
You wrote it for the film?
Yeah, so it's fun for me for the movie to finally come out because the song's obviously been out for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And
we didn't know you wrote it for the film, and when it came on, we're like, oh, that's a great tie-in. Like, they got the song.
Yeah. Well, they got him to do the voice, and they got his song. No. So that was like the first order of business when they asked me to do all the music. They're like, we need a big song for the big moment.
Is that harder or easier? Like knowing you're writing a song for a movie.
Sure.
Is that harder than a clean slate? Like I can just write about anything.
Yeah.
Like love or dance floors or. There's
Yes.
a couple of other topics if you want them.
Harder being in that.
Yeah, thank you.
Bringing things back. So it's harder being in that confine.
So how many songs did you attempt for that before getting to that one?
There was, I worked with Max Martin and Johan Schellback.
Haim knows them both well.
You guys go. He's
Max,
good.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what you call him?
Marty.
He hates that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I do it. I love seeing him fired up. Because sometimes he writes angry songs, which I think is where he does his best work.
So I've known Max for a long time, and we were going to work together anyway, just like write some songs for, to see where it took us, and this opportunity came up. And we were like, let's do this, man. This could be fun. And
you were right. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was really good.
It was fun.
Number one in 17 countries.
Is that right?
There's over 180 in the world, though. So what do you think went wrong?
Yeah.
How could you get that global hit?
I think it was Drake.
You reckon Drake came at the wrong time?
Well, just that,
Is that why you didn't go to the AMAs?
Yeah.
You knew Drake could be there and you guys were enemies?
I didn't go to the AMAs because I wanted to be here with you guys.
That's a big lie. We didn't have to.
Well, that's why we scheduled it on this day. So we're like, let's just test how much Justin wants to play golf.
All right. I've got to pretty much put this in. Otherwise, I think Justin's got this.
I'm not going to do any trash talking.
No way. But Anna, if he was, who was the girl Justin Rodsky took off you?
Wow.
I had that up my sleeve for an emergency.
I was 18.
Obviously still hurts.
Still a painful memory.
I was 18.
Just remember, I did not bring that up.
Okay, me neither. Try not to think about it. Good luck. Oh, he's towed it. He's shot it straight through.
Yeah.
Looks like the caddy had the most successful heckle of the day.
Well, Justin, I want to watch you putt this out.
Okay. This is the world's largest putter.
Yep.
There's chewing gum on your left foot.
The heckle. I think it was the leftness of the heckle. The specificness of foot. Justin has...
There's chewing gum on your left foot.
Everyone knows on the right foot is fine, but the left is a huge insult.
Timberlake with a tough 5-footer for par.
That's a good accent.
Here we go.
All right.
Timberlake. Justin Timberlake for par. And
who is that?
While we're doing great accents. Oh, here we go. Just go roll the little ball.
All right, he's stepped up to the ball.
Send the little ball home.
To his home.
He's bloody done it.
He's done it. He's
Justin Timberlake for par.
Congratulations, sir.
The course goes absolutely crazy.
Can I shock you? And I know you're busy, but we need to tell you about this awesome film we saw.
What? What? You've just seen a film?
So have you seen The Departed?
Yeah.
I have.
It's kind of the other end of the spectrum. Departed's our second favourite film. Yeah. Trolls. Numero 1 for us.
Wow. I've heard about it.
It's unbelievable.
The singing, the dancing, it's very colourful.
I'm pretty sure it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
It's just, you gotta get along and see it. Take the family.
Okay.
The 12th time you get the other themes, don't you?
You start to kind of understand. You peel it back, but you're so far away from the centre of the onion by then. You probably need 100 watches to get to the middle of the onion.
This is going to be good.
Hey,
this is going to be good.
Cheers, man.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
17th of February, 2016.
And I'm married. I got a little boy. He's almost 2 years old. You are in love. You got a beautiful girlfriend, Beck. But you guys don't live together yet.
Nope.
And you have a really wonderful life. And I've been explaining this to you recently. I mean, just the differences between our lives.
Yes.
Socially on weekends, like between kid and not having a kid. You have an amazing asset. You're sitting on a real gold mine here, and there's a business in it.
Well, I didn't realise it was so unique to you.
It's just, I think it's just that thing of like, Adele probably doesn't think she has a great voice, but you have this amazing gift, and there's no harm in exploiting it, and that's why I set you up in a little business. It's like it's a fantasy hotline.
Parents are meant to call it.
Parents fantasy hotline where parents can call up and just you can tell them about how carefree your weekend was.
Yeah,
and it's obviously it's $5.99 a minute.
It's expensive and. I mean, it's my time as well, and
sure.
I've got a lot of it, but I still like to put a price on it. And, I've noticed that you've been calling a fair bit.
Yeah, I have.
Hello, Parent Fantasy Hotline.
Oh, yeah, hi. Sorry, I've never called one of these lines before, so I'm a bit nervous.
That's okay. Yeah, tell me what you want.
I just want you to just tell me about your weekend. How was your weekend?
Sure. Well, it's not really amazing. Friday night I just went to the pub and caught up with some mates.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and was this organised a week out, 2 weeks out? Or?
No. I just got a text message and I went.
She just decided to go. Like you didn't have to get someone to come over to your house to look after things, or
why would I? I just got it and I walked out.
Of course, you just walked out. You just go. If you want to go, you just went, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, you just do whatever you want to do. And then just had a few beers and went home, or?
No, I got a text message from another friend called Tim at around 1, and he was at a different place.
1 a.m.
Yeah. So I just went over there. Yeah.
You went out with him. What? You went at 1 a.m. Like, weren't you panicked about getting a hangover, or?
No, I didn't really have anything to do on Saturday. I was playing golf Sunday, but yeah, Saturday was pretty much free.
Sorry, say that again. Say that thing about Saturday being free. No commitments.
I had nothing to do on Saturday.
Oh my God! Wow. And then, like, on Saturday morning, like, how did you wake up?
What do you mean?
Well, like, what woke you up, and at what time on Saturday morning?
Nothing. I just woke up.
No, but, like, what woke you up?
I just woke up because I'd had enough sleep and I was bored of lying around in my bed.
Oh my God. And how many hours sleep?
I don't know, 9, 10.
Oh my God. Oh boy. And then what did you do on like, you just have some breakfast, or?
Yeah, just got up and got myself some breakfast.
And did you have to get anyone else breakfast?
No, just me.
Just you just doing having whatever you want for breakfast and just sitting there quietly?
No, I think I lay on the couch and watch movies.
Oh God. For what, half an hour? End of a movie? Snippet of a movie?
No, I actually watched every single Indiana Jones film they've ever made.
Oh my God. And, like, you didn't have to go to the park or anything? Or?
No, just lay on the couch watching them and eating toasted sandwiches.
Oh God. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. It's not a special weekend. This is not like your birthday, or?
Totally normal. Like I said, it was pretty unremarkable. I'm not sure if I'm giving you what you want from this.
No. Hey, it is remarkable. This is exactly what I needed. I needed to go to that place for a second. That's you're really good at what you do. You got a real gift.
Thanks. Well, that's $40.
Yeah, that's worth it. That's totally worth it. I gotta go. I gotta get home.
Oh yeah.
I was just meant to be buying nappies. All right. I'm gonna call you again. I want to get you again.
Speak to you soon.
Okay. Oh God.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
4th of March, 2016.
So we had fun with this a couple of weeks ago.
So we thought we'd switch it up. Here's the way. It's essentially called the name dropping game. Yeah. And a few weeks ago, I rang a cricket club to say, hey, any of these guys still at the club? And you had to write down on pieces of paper names that I wasn't aware of. Yep. You'd flip it around to me, and whatever you held up, that was the name I had to drop.
Yep.
Today, Ando, it's my turn to write down some names. I've got 10 names that I've written down here. I would say in ascending order of silliness.
Yes, they progressively get sillier. So as soon as the person on the other end goes, hang on, this is not a real person, that's your score.
That's it.
Where are we calling today?
It's a bowls club. I think it's a Blackburn Bowls Club.
Okay.
And if you get to 10, I know we said this last time and we got to 10, but I mean, I just can't see you getting to 10. Okay. And here's the other thing too. The names are flipped around at the last minute. Like,
I haven't seen them.
I want you to get a good score, but I'm also going to try and trip you up by not showing you the name till right at the last moment.
Hello, Janus All speaking. Can I help, please?
Hello, it's Meldrum speaking. Who's speaking, sorry?
Janus Zoll?
Janus.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought someone else was going to pick up because I used to bowl down there at the Blackburn Bowls Club.
Right, I see.
Yeah, around about 8 years ago with Scribs Alderbridge.
Right.
Yep, and so I'm thinking of coming down and rolling the rocks again, and just wondered whether any of the lads are still there. Fiddler Parsons still going around?
No. I'm fairly new. I've only been here for a few years. So what other people were you thinking?
Puss Gibbons was another one that came to mind.
No, he's not there.
That incredible game he played. I imagine there's still a photo up in the clubhouse there.
Most probably there would be, I'd say.
Alongside Bobson Bobbington.
No, again, no, he's not here.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's a name you'll know. Just on the entry, there's a picture of him, and his signature scarf round his neck. Sausage Perkins Smythe.
No. So far, none of the players you've mentioned seem to be members of our club.
Stinkhole McCubbins, is he still the secretary?
No, I'm the secretary.
Right. Did you take it over from Stinkhole?
No, I took it over from Neville Johnson.
Oh yeah, I remember Nev. He was good mates with Dave the Dickhead Smith.
Right. Yeah, but I have an idea that most of the people you've mentioned are no longer with the club.
You sure? Lumpy Bosom Hands would still be down there, I'd imagine.
What's his surname?
Bosom Hands.
No.
Right. Oh, okay.
So.
Right. Sorry, you've just got me flabbergasted. The horse Knobnose gave me your number. He said he was still rolling balls down there.
What's his surname?
Knobnose.
No.
No.
No. Not that one at all.
No, you've just thrown me a bit. Lumpy McTurd then, is he still serving the drinks behind the bar?
No. I don't think we've had a McTurd in our club. Because I've got the names here, bear with me.
All right, if you get your list out, I'll go back through mine.
Yeah.
Scribs Alderbridge.
No.
Fiddler Parsons.
Parsons. No.
Puss Gibbons.
Gibbons. No.
Bobson Bobbington.
No.
You would send them close to the jack. Sausages Perkins Smythe.
Smythe. Let's see. No.
Stinkhole McCubbins.
McCubbins.
Got banned for a while there, McCubbins.
No.
Threw a ball in the urinal. Dave the Dickhead Smythe.
Smythe.
Sorry, Smith, that is.
Smith. No Smith.
Whoa. What about Wumpy Bosom Hands?
Bosom Hand. No.
Horse Knobnose.
Sorry, how do you spell that?
With a K. K-N-O-B.
K-N-O...
B-N-O-S. No. And then it was just a Lumpy McTurd.
No.
All right. Oh, well, it's been a while. I'll try and ring around and maybe we all come down.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But no, none of those people that you've mentioned is on my current list of members.
Okay, no worries.
Okay then.
Yep. Keep the small side on the inside.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that is 10 of the best dropped.
How could he not?
Oh, God, I couldn't breathe.
And then he was...
even with the spelling of McTurd.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
Tuesday, 29th of November, 2016. The band was on tour and had performed their first gig in Wodonga the night before with the Veronicas.
Last night, the Catholic College Wodonga, CCW, we were full of first gig nerves. We've only ever played the song through 3 times, but nerves too because the Veronicas were our front men last night, our front people for Cool Boys and the front man.
They met us in the bus just outside the station before we'd head to the college. Ruby Rose came alongside with Jess, and Lisa had her partner there as well. They had really brought an entourage.
And for us, it was a huge amount of faking it from us three because we don't know what musicians expect of the band. Like, what are they, they do this all the time. We're just pretending we do.
But they came for a run-through, so we tried to put out our most professional approach. Jack had his acoustic guitar, his prop.
He was pretty proud that he had it.
Suddenly had to use.
Because he was sort of saying, like, Ruby Rose, I just love to, like, doodle around on the guitar while we're driving along.
Anyway, pick up the action where Jess and Lisa of the Veronicas had joined us on the bus and our final run-throughs and questions before we're going to hit up this gig.
How are we feeling? How's the travel?
Warming up the
fresh
vocals. I actually did get this cut especially for the band.
I
wanted a different look.
Spray tan for the band.
Oh, well.
I got fresh hair. Now, what do you think that tat is of?
This one here.
This one.
That's, drumstick.
Well done.
You were cross.
Yeah. A lot of people think it's a dagger because the drums are a bit shaky. Guys, couple of questions. First one being,
What do you normally do before the gigs? Like,
What did you do before the arias? Apart from get painted.
We panicked a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing.
We panicked out. We take it out on each other, so we usually have some sort of a fight.
God, that's exactly us. We did that all day.
I feel like we're a real band now.
Yeah, exactly.
So sad that tonight's our last gig. We're going to break up after this. We're going to get new front people. It's not often going into a gig that you know as front people this is your last gig, that the band's going to stay together.
How often do you go out and have never played before with the band?
Sometimes we're professionals and we'll have a proper rehearsal a couple days before. These days
But we break up pretty much after
every gig anyway, so this is that part we're used to.
Yes.
The professional part, not so much. But
Okay.
yeah.
You're our only duo that is singing what's traditionally a one-person vocal line. Have you figured out how you're going to split it up, or you both sing at the same time?
We two are going to make it a spontaneous moment-to-moment thing. We're just going to communicate with our eyes telepathically.
That's how I drum.
Yeah, babe. We're just going to see how it goes.
Okay. Spontaneous
we
moment. That's the thing you said I couldn't do.
I know, but they're talented.
Oh, and I'm not talented? Read my medal, mate. Musical genius.
But you made your own medal.
Oh, you made it.
It doesn't matter. It's around my neck. It's an official medal.
No, I think it matters. If you make your own medal. I can make my own medal saying President of the World.
This is
doesn't make me President of the World.
Classic kind of...
Someone will believe it. Someone will believe
And
it.
it's about me believing it. If I believe in my medal, it's a real medal.
Okay, musical genius. Guys, are you happy for us to try and just roll through it once acoustically?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This is like the equivalent of bagpipes, but just in like a weird type snake charm.
Play it, Anna. I hope you guys don't have any pythons in wicker baskets around.
Wow. That's amazing.
Does sound like Prince of Persia's theme music from back when I was on Commodore 64.
All right.
Oh boy.
And this is where our hidden agenda, who's our other guitarist, who's hidden, will come in. Delini.
Oh, yeah.
This kick drum happening now.
It's me kicking.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I'll stop doing that.
Yeah, I'm tapping too.
Riding down the highway.
This is going to work. This is going to work.
Going to a show.
Yeah.
Stopping on the byways. Playing rock and roll.
This sounds awesome.
Getting roused. Getting stoned.
Harmonies.
Getting beat up.
Stay focused, us. Stay focused here. We're going to stay focused, boys. Because they're good. Don't let them throw you.
I tell you folks, it's harder than it looks. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
I can't believe Jack's guitar actually getting used.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Yeah, lovely harmony, guys. That's the one I would have chosen.
Wow. Killed it.
So good.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah.
See, that felt great.
Really
Guys, you
good.
sound so good.
Honestly,
That's amazing.
And so then,
stage night, if you think it's there, remember,
If they'll catch us,
they're
yeah.
year 10s that have weak arms. But some of the kids might have hit puberty already. So
we're the size of grade 7ers, so
But
I
also,
think
you guys are holdable.
yes, don't you try and go for one.
No way.
If not,
last thing we need is a lawsuit night one.
Cowboys, yeah!
It sounded like we, it there.
Yeah, it sounded like we went straight into that because we all knew it was happening, but there was some discussion as to what we'd do, and the Veronica said we had to yell their name, our band name 3 times.
It worked though, didn't it? Because when we yelled our band name together and the Veronicas had their hands in and we all did the cheer, we all got so fired up. We pulled up to this high school with the Veronicas, Ruby Rose in tow. Warm night, a couple of teachers met us, the principal, the formal was underway because it was in the school gym. And it just felt like it felt real, didn't it? It felt amazing. We were just waving and rock locking to people that were yelling out from classrooms.
Yeah, there was a splattering of neighbours that had come out that was pressed up against the fence. So we had a tiny Beatles moment.
I was carrying my Viking helmet because I can't wear it till right at the last minute because it hurts my head.
Yeah. And Haim, the local radio hosts, Tom and Ollie, they were there to present us. But here is the full performance, guys.
It's Cool Boys in the front, man!
Are you ready to rock?
Put your hands up if you love good music that's in time and all the correct notes are played. All right, you guys hop out, go to the back. Guys, would you please make welcome to the stage
couple of great musicians that we've loved jamming with on our tour bus, and we said, hey, believe in yourselves, you can get up, you can lead this song.
Yeah. Would
you please make welcome the Veronicas? All right, guys, let's rock.
Veronicas, everybody, make them welcome. I don't actually celebrate birthdays, but thank you.
How did they know it was your birthday year?
Okay, we didn't need that.
Well, we did because you've been forcing me and Jack to sing it the whole week on the bus.
Thank you to Catholic College Wodonga. The year 10s went off. Thank you to the Veronicas. They went off.
Now, the Veronicas, I think we can say, did outstandingly as our front people. In fact,
they are incredible.
We were so excited when we took the stage because they really lifted the band.
It was
last
amazing,
night.
wasn't it?
So much so, Ando. The first bit that we want to review is on stage. We've obviously got microphones to pick up the instruments and whatnot. We wanted to know if this was picked up or not, but as we started, probably only about 30 seconds in, you don't have much to do for a while, Ando, so you're just sort of bopping like you do in your brother's band, just like dancing around.
I feel so comfortable.
Drinking a pint, pointing to imaginary people in the crowd. You came over to me and went, and see if you can hear this with the microphones off stage here. It's like stump cam at the cricket. We picked up Ando. We all got so excited.
It's going really well. Don't get cocky.
Because I could see in your eyes were lighting up, and I was like, no, that's what I know that look, Ando, because that's the look I get. You get so excited and you forget where you are in the song because you've got to blow up your bag for the bagpipes. So if you're getting too excited about how good it's sounding, if your bag's not blown up, you can't honk a note.
Yeah. I was fine with the start of the pipes.
How do you think you went with the pipes? It's probably time for a pipe discussion because
there's nowhere to hide
we've been having discussions, in little groups all day, but let's have it out on the table now. How did the pipes go last
There's
night?
nowhere to hide with the pipes. If you play a wrong note, people are going to hear it.
It's obvious.
It's an obvious one.
Yep. You are an elephant in the middle of the Serengeti. Even if you crouch down, we see you.
Yeah. Started beautifully, started strong. The call and response thing, I would say, was a C+ at best.
Yep. You're trying your best.
No, I got
you didn't try your best.
I got way too cocky. The crowd was yelling, Andy, Andy. I started...
But they saw bad. I mean, they're just going to yell that because of bagpipes.
Anyway, this is me last night during the call and response with Jack. Yeah.
It just sounds like air being let out of a balloon.
Well, it was because I got the giggles and you can't blow into it.
Are you blaming the giggles or did you get the giggles afterwards to go, that's why it sounded bad?
What I would like to request from the band is if I can not wear the monocle, Jack. I'm trying to hold it up.
Are you blaming the monocle on your bagpiping?
Yep.
Really, that's such an interesting chain of events. Jack had an interesting theory about the Andy chant. Jack said it was like, there might be a kid on the soccer team who's not very good, and at the end of the year they let him come on and have a run because they know they're already in the finals. Jack did say
it was very similar to the favourite player getting on the field.
Then why did the favourite player let them down so bad?
That happens. Timmy Cahill's go on and everyone's very excited and he misses a goal. That's fine.
You're not the Tim Cahill of bagpipes, mate.
I'm the Team Cahill of this band. That's all.
Jeez, that's a huge insult to Tim Cahill. Poor old Tim.
It's more of an insult to this band, I think. Anyway, that's all we got time for, isn't it?
Didn't you guys want to bring up the drum solo?
No.
Play it. Yeah, play it.
It's not a solo, it's an ending.
It's a solo. Why is yours a solo and everyone else
in the middle of a song?
Who cares? Of course you can have a solo at the end of the song.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Okay, well, I'll just keep playing at the end. What it is, it's an ending. It's a drum fill at the end.
There's no one else playing and I'm all by myself and the song's still going. Webster's dictionary defines that as a drum solo. It actually does. I saw Webster earlier at Red Rooster.
Yeah, and he rang me afterwards and said I got quite Hamish abuse.
He said he would. He's doing it. He's got a radio show in town and he's pranking you. So the band's going well.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
22nd of March, 2016.
There is Jurassic World, the exhibition.
I mean, everyone loved Jurassic World, the movie. We've all been fans of the Jurassic franchise. These are the exact, I think, dinosaurs from the film.
Yeah.
That are the puppeteer ones.
It's incredible how lifelike it is. We met up with these guys in the car park this morning.
Yep. There's sort of a handler, and then there's a guy that gets in the dinosaur.
And we couldn't believe how realistic this thing was. I mean, obviously we don't know exactly how they looked like, but just going off films and what other animals looked like, it felt like...
we know other animals. I've seen a lizard.
It felt very, very animal-like. 9 foot tall.
Yeah.
Huge thing. It was terrifying even though you knew it was a puppet, let alone if you were sitting there getting about to be scared unbeknownst. We were cut up with Neil Ham downstairs in the car park.
Wow. Jeez. God, it's, even though we know it's made of very expensive foam, God, it's like it stirs something up primal in you when a dinosaur snaps its mouth in your face.
She's going to be scared.
You have to be scared. Like I'm saying, we know this is a stitch-up and it's fake.
To paint the picture for everybody, it is over 6 foot high.
What are we looking at here? Is this a raptor? Neil?
Velociraptor.
Yeah, Velociraptor. The fastest of the raptors.
And how long is it?
I think it's about 8 meters.
It's a huge beast.
From nose to tail.
Yep.
But it just moves so realistically.
Probably about 9 feet on his hind legs.
It just scare people all the time with this thing.
It's become quite a natural thing for me. Usually it's little kids that get the worst of it, but...
Your brain knows dinosaurs aren't real, so it's very easy for us to stand here and go, if this jumped around the corner at me, I'd go, not real.
Yeah.
But it feels so real.
It looks so real.
That I think our brain will go, I'm better off running from this.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Who's not going to be scared? I mean, when you get an email and the invite for a party is like, best costume ever, do you just go, yes, I've got the perfect thing to bring?
I feel a bit like I'm cheating the show, really. So I tend to chill sometimes I don't, because, it's a clear winner every time.
And I can assure you, Neil, that I don't think she's going to pull out a sword and slay the monster.
God, that'd be impressive, though. That'd be a real high five for her if she does.
Okay, you're going to go in now. I'm going to call Liz Ham and say, can she come down and help me get something from the car?
Yeah.
And then we're on.
Let's do it.
Good luck.
Come on.
All right, we'll make the call. Hello, Lizzie. I've just got some stuff in my car. Would you mind coming down to help me grab it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, see you soon. Bye.
Stick around to see a real-life female human get scared by a real-life-looking raptor after this. Same shenanigans.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
22nd of March, 2016. When you have access to a realistic dinosaur puppet worth thousands of dollars, of course you prank your co-workers in the basement car park.
This morning, very excited we were to have access to what we believe to be the most expensive and realistic dinosaur outfit you can get.
It was unbelievable. I mean, for guys like you and I, Ando, who do enjoy the odd spook /scare/prank, it felt like it was cheating.
Yes.
To be able to have this dinosaur, this basically life-size, 8-meter long, full-size, realistic velociraptor.
That yelled at you, roared.
Snapped around, moved like it was moving. A professional puppeteer inside, like...
Its mouth would act, it would snap at you, its
like
eyes
a
would blink.
$40,000 puppet. So it looks completely real.
It's incredible. You can see it at Jurassic World, the exhibition.
Ando, because it was like someone going, you can have a jet fighter to muck around with in the morning. Like, of course it will scare people.
Yes.
Like, it's an illegal amount of power for us to have. It's the most lethal animal that ever lived.
The idea was we would have this dinosaur, a raptor, the most fierce dinosaur, save the T-Rex.
The most fierce car park sized dinosaur.
Yes.
Because we were in the car park.
In the underground car park here, which people, you're normally by yourself. It's dimly lit as well.
You don't want dinosaurs.
And we would invite people to come down and help us with something from the car.
There's a boom gate, but you saw the way that the raptor could get around the boom gate.
Yeah.
So even the boom gate's no help to keep dinosaurs
Not going to be a worry for a raptor. Hey, we were inviting people to come down and help us with something from the car.
Yeah.
The first target was Eliza, who works with us here. You and I were then sat inside another vehicle where we could see the elevator and watch it, waiting for her to come down.
Okay, it's going from 1, I can see it, going to G. It's going to... Is she still going and stopped at G? Now it's gone to LB. Okay.
Okay, stand down, Velociraptor. Raptor, stand down. Stand down. Stand down.
Back, Percy. Back, Percy. Back.
Are you okay?
Ozzy, you okay? What did you see?
It's so real. Oh my god, it's so scary! And it's like biting at us.
It's still there, wanting to get in. Do you need
Oh my god!
Liza,
It's shaking and like that.
Well, it's
making noises. Oh my god! Oh my god, I really don't like it.
No, well, you're not meant to. At a primal level, we're conditioned to not like these animals.
Do you need the rest of the day off for the rest?
Yes.
Okay. You go back upstairs. We've only got 10 more minutes with our raptor. So don't tell anyone, lads. Don't tell anyone.
We should, but we were working on a time frame because Neil, the guy that operates Raptor, he overheats.
Yeah,
I think it's a pretty hot dinosaur in there.
And it's pretty heavy, so we can't be in there.
Our neck's breaking, guys. Got any more people you want to scare?
But when you've got the a fierce dinosaur at in your hands for 15 minutes,
Come on, Neil, one more.
Yeah, exactly. We did take the opportunity to scare a bunch more people, and we were back in the car watching the elevator.
My son is obsessed with dinosaurs. If someone explained to him what I did at work, right, he would go, every 5-year-old listening to this would go, yeah, give us that job. What's the job where you just sit in the car with your best mate and you have a real dinosaur and you scare people?
Oh my god!
Even knowing it was a
It's your worst fear?
Dinosaurs are your worst fear?
That is actually my worst fear.
You saw it.
Yeah, but I didn't really know what it was. And then I just remembered when I was 6 and I was watching Jurassic Park at the movies for the first time. That's really big.
Welcome to Jurassic Car Park. Okay. It's fake. Oh god. Oh god. That's our biggest screen. That is our biggest screen.
Okay, back, boy.
I hate you both.
We've been hit.
We've been hit. Assault. Someone call HR. We've been hit.
I wet my pants.
Did you actually wear your pants?
I did a little bit.
Okay, guys. We got code yellow. That's a big success. We're going to wrap it up here. We're going to code yellow.
Code yellow is not good for the person, but great for us.
God, I mean, so with deepest hand on heart and deepest apologies to the people we work with here, but how could we resist? I think the thing I love most about the day was especially for a lot of the girls we scared, a lot of running in shoes that you never run in.
Yes.
Like wedge heels, platforms, and on shiny concrete too. You don't get a lot of traction, but we saw some real pace from people in shoes that are non-athletic shoes.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
9th of February 2016.
And have you heard, you would have heard it because we've been playing it a little bit, the new Rihanna song, Work.
Oh yeah, I don't like that one.
Well, I mean, she just she's very mumbly.
You don't really. I think when we first said it, she's like she doesn't end any words. It's like
it's like she just did placeholder lyrics and was like, "I'll come back and then put some stuff in it." Hey, here's a grab. It's sort of new, so people might not have heard it. Here's a little bit of it.
Work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. Drive me a dessert. No time to have you lurking. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest.
She's having a go.
I think she's come from the dentist and she's still got that numbing cream in her mouth. And she said to them, "Are you sure we're going to go with this?" In her and they're like, "Yeah, this should be fine."
I'd love to.
I haven't a hit machine.
I haven't looked up online, but I mean, I bet she's posted lyrics. Not since Informer, that song by Snow, have we seen such a mumbled lyric.
Such disregard for articulation and diction.
I mean, she's not going to win a Grammy for enunciation.
No.
And I'd strongly recommend the Academy bring one in. But the reason I do like the song is when, technically what we do in here, this is our, in quotation marks, work.
Yes.
Right. it's not a real job. We don't do much. But whenever I have to explain to my wife, like, hey, honey, I've been at work all day.
Exactly.
I do sort of describe it a bit like, I mean, that song appeals to me a lot because, I don't really know what to say that I've done at work. So if, with your permission, I've made up my version of me describing my day at work to Rihanna's work. Almost 1 p.m. You know what that means. Work, 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 work in the studio. Work, 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 work in the songs. Work, 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 work as play songs. Work, 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 work. There's Andy. Work, 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 work. Drive my car to work, 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 work. Sit in a chair. Work, 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 work. Who's on the phone? Work, 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 work. Phew. Yeah, goes to work. Sometimes wear a shirt. Meetings. Sometimes we're eating bits of paper. Okay, see you later. Spinning in the chair. Oh, really? Where? Driving, walking around the office. Where's Doris? Do all my scripts and eat some chips. Things to do. Oops, gotta go for number 2. Can't see her day. I flush. Work, 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 work. Straight back to work, 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 work. I do a radio show with Andy. Work, 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 work. I write songs about being work, 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 work. Really, really hard work, 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 work.
We've had some big guests on this show. Hillary Clinton's been on. Justin Bieber's been on. Tom Cruise.
And that was just last week, Ando. But to be to that week of power,
yes.
Who have we got today?
I'm more excited about this fellow than anyone else. His name's Brian. He joins us from the United States. I met him on my travels recently through a friend. Brian, thanks for popping on the show, bud.
How are you, Brian?
Oh, hi. My pleasure.
Now, Brian,
you start, Ando. You introduce Brian because then I'm going to try and clarify this.
You are the Appleist. Brian.
That's right. I am the Appleist.
Yeah. I was so impressed when I met you. We started talking about apples and it just came up in conversation. You didn't lead it. And then I realized that you knew a hell of a lot about apples to the point where you told me that you have a blog. It's called The Appleist, where you rank all apples and you just know everything about them.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of apples out there. There's like thousands and thousands of apples.
Yep.
So I'm not going to claim that I know about every single apple. I'm not a psychopath. But I do know what apples I like and what apples I don't like, and that's what the Appleist is all about. It's the top 6 right now. The top 6 apples in the world.
Yeah.
And the bottom 5 worst apples in the world.
Great. Well, I was going to ask, and I was hoping, Brian, that there was a segment, bad apples, on the Appleist website. It wasn't just reserved for good apples. I mean, how long is your delight with apples gone on for?
Well, it all started when I took a bite into this very specific apple called the Sweet Tango. It is the best apple. It is crisp. It's like biting into a sweet piece of celery. The snap on this thing is ridiculous. It's like molecularly designed to snap. And it's sweet and tangy. It's the perfect apple. Right. When I bit into that, I was like, every single other apple is garbage. And so I started reevaluating. All the apples that had been thrust on us by the mainstream media, all these apples, these commercialized pieces of garbage that have been thrust on us. We don't even have a choice. Apples are just thrown in front of us, and we eat them mindlessly like a bunch of idiots. We don't know what we're missing. Tangos are out there, and we're eating garbage.
I'm definitely picking up on the passion, and it checks out as it does when you glance at your blog, and that is, I mean, similar to Adam and Eve. You've had an apple that changed your life. Yours was for better, theirs was for worse. Right. But you've had this moment now, and so am I right to believe that in your mind, of all the apples you're aware of, you've obviously got Sweet Tango at the top, that we heard with its perfect molecular structure and its gorgeous, juicy skin bounce. And then would you have if I named an apple, would you be able to sort of slot that apple somewhere into the hierarchy? Like if I said a Golden Delicious, like where would that sit for you?
Golden Delicious is a piece of garbage apple, mostly because it is it's a cross between a Red Delicious.
Yeah.
And the Red Delicious is by far, it's not the worst apple, but it's the worst apple that's popular. And I know, I looked this up.
So, Brian,
it's a Kardashian.
The Red Delicious apple.
Yeah.
The Red Delicious apple is one of the top 5 apples in Australia, and it's a crime. It's also one of the top 5 apples in America. It's a worldwide conspiracy. This apple is an Illuminati-backed crapple that is pure garbage. It tastes like you're eating coffee grinds in a leather glove, and it's everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know why they're in every store.
Yeah.
It's the worst apple.
It is. It's a
Just
bad
marking,
apple.
okay, sorry, just marking down minus
Well, I agree
1
with you.
against Red
Brian,
Delicious and Golden Delicious.
We're going to go to a song here, Brian, but on 131060, I'd like people to ring up and just pitch your apple. Throw an apple at Brian and just find out where it sits in the hierarchy, because I've been exposed to brand new apples that I wasn't even aware of through Brian, and I'm loving it.
I'm trying to track down a case of these golden tangs.
These sweet tangos.
Sweet tangs. Sweet tangos.
131060 is the number. Brian, you hang on the line, and after this, we'll take Australia's calls and see where people's apples, their suggestions, see where they sit in the hierarchy.
In a brand new segment, comparing apples and apples on the Hamish Sandy Show, you'll get it nowhere else because we have access to Brian. And look, if you're a fan of an apple brand or an apple breed, back yourself. Call up, see if it sits, see where it sits in Brian's hierarchy of apples. 131060.
Joined by a friend of ours, Brian, from the United States, in LA at the moment, and he's come into our lives through his love for apples. Brian, thanks for sticking around.
Oh, my pleasure. And you know what? I know what apple is definitely going to be brought up by your listeners, and I am ready.
Okay, well, if you've just tuned in, Brian is he is the Appleist. He runs a blog called The Appleist, which you can find by Googling that. It's the only hit for The Appleist. He is super passionate about different species and breeds of apples. Sorry, that makes him an Appleist, one of the world's best, in our opinion. Yeah. We just talked about the apple that changed his life, the sweet tango, certainly a species we were not aware of. But now on 131060, people are calling up with the brand or the type of apple they like to eat. Brian's going to tell them where it sits in the hierarchy.
Brian, before we go into that, since you've come forth with your blog, have you had any big apple companies out there reaching out to you?
Trying to shut you down.
Or to try and get you to endorse their products?
Yes, 100% full disclosure. I did get contacted by Sweet Tango. It's a very small apple company, and they did send me free apples. However, I professed my love for the apple first.
Yes.
And then they reached out to me. I'm not being paid by Sweet Tango. The only payment that I've received from them is in the form of 12 apples that were mailed to my door and an exorbitant amount of packaging.
Yep.
Way too much packaging. Just in case they're listening, you got to tone it down with the styrofoam. And they were wrapped like hand grenades.
So very much a Michael Jordan wearing Nikes first, and then them saying, "Hey, would you like to make your own scenario?" Not the other way around. So you were a fan of the Sweet Tankers first. All right, Brian. We've got
Kirk joins us on 131060. Kirk, take it away. There's a little bit of a delay to Brian in LA, but take it away. Which apple would you like to put
Ahoy,
forth?
boys.
Ahoy to you,
Ahoy,
Kirk.
Ahoy, Kirk.
Mate, Brian, I've got a question. What's your thoughts on the Pink Lady?
Oh, I'm so Pink Lady. That is a top 3 apple.
Good.
You know what?
Good boy,
you
mate.
Nailed
Good
it.
boy.
And that is one. Yeah, and that is one of the top 5 apples in Australia, otherwise known as the Crips Pink. It is a delicious apple. It's got a sweet and sour combination, and it's not the snappiest of apples.
No.
Yeah.
But it does have a good bite. Pink Lady, I am shocked. I am shocked that was the first apple brought to me.
Oh, that's good news. That's good news. Well done, Kirk.
This is what can happen.
Okay, we'll move on to a vet. What would you like to put forth to the Appleist, Brian?
Jazz apple.
Another good apple. What is going on? A jazz apple. See, the thing that's weird about the jazz apple is that it's shaped like a giant olive.
Yeah.
And that's a little weird. But other than that, it's got a great taste, and it's got a cool name. I mean, who doesn't love a jazz apple? That's a great name. The only apple in existence that has 2 Z's in the name.
Yes, ever since the delisted Snazzle apple. That is correct. Alan, ahoy, Alan.
Ahoy.
Welcome. And what apple breed would you like to throw at Brian in Los Angeles, our favourite apple expert in the world?
For an international flavour, I'm going to go with the Fuji apple.
Okay, see, if you're going to go for a Fuji apple, you might as well just throw that in the garbage and pick up a Gala apple, because they're pretty much the same in terms of availability. They look the same, but the Fuji has a little bit of Golden Delicious in it. You don't want that. Go for the Gala.
Gala. Alan, don't get him started on Golden Delicious. He's a sworn enemy of them.
The Golden Delicious, it is an insult to anyone who appreciates the definition of the word delicious. It's not delicious. It's not even really golden. It's
kind of pale
yellow.
green.
It's not even gold.
It's true. Okay, thank you. Don't ignore a Fuji. Go with a Gala apple is the recommendation from Brian
Throw
the
the
Appleist.
Fuji's in the garbage.
Glenn,
Glenn, welcome, Glenn. Ahoy, Glenn. Welcome to Apples, call it Comparing Apples and Apples, where we rank your favourite breed against Brian in Los Angeles, who is the apple expert of the show, the preferred apple expert of the show. Glenn, what's your favourite breed of apple?
Gravenstein apple.
Ooh, Gravenstein.
Gravenstein apple. Gravenstein, I've had a Gravenstein once.
And how was it? I think we
lost him. We've lost
Have we
the
lost?
Appleist.
Oh my God!
Are you there, Brian?
Hopefully.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Sorry, we lost you for a second. We were worried that your sponsors at Sweet Tango Apples had come in and taken you off the air because you said positive things about the Pink Lady and the Jazz Apple. But you're back. Sorry, pick it up again for Gravenstein apples.
Okay, I had a Gravenstein once. It was a grainy nightmare. It looks. It's not an attractive apple. It looks like an ape's butt cheeks. It is like dusty looking. It looks like it needs to be cleaned.
Okay.
And it's yeah.
Yeah. Now that's
sorry.
We've got time for one more. Tom.
We don't end on a bad note.
But we're risking it. Tom, what apple are you putting forth?
First of all, happy birthday, Andy.
Thank you, Tom.
Good boy, Tom.
Tom, go for it.
Granny Smith apple.
Oh boy.
All right, you just made a mistake, okay? Because
oh boy,
the only apple that's worse than a Red Delicious apple is a Granny Smith. It is. If you ever see a wicker basket that has Granny Smith in it, it's because even the Red Deliciouses were chosen before that piece of garbage apple that is. It's just rotting away in hotel gyms across the world. They can't even give these things away for free. They're disgusting. They're a hospital apple. They're unwashed and wrapped in plastic at gas stations across the world. People don't want them. And you know that nobody wants them because they frequently sell them with caramel dipping sauce. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If you need to give caramel dipping sauce to sell an apple, then it's not an apple. But if you want to use it in a pie, that's fine.
Okay, a pie-worthy / hospital-grade apple that even they struggle to give away to horses. Brian,
thank you so much.
Outstanding job.
How can people follow you, Brian? Because obviously there's a lot more apple enthusiasts out there. Where do they go?
Well, you can go to my Apple blog, appleist.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at Brian Frangie.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks, Brian. We really appreciate it, bud.
Oh, no problem.
back to work, back to the supermarket, sneering at apples. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks for listening to the Hamish and Andy podcast.